Hi.
Hi.
Hey, ladies.
Hi.
We're Fishfam.Link, and guess what? This is a surprise for everybody, isn't it? But today, normally I go in and I do this introduction about this thing that we do, but today's all different. Today, you're going to learn all about Fishfam.Link and what it can do for you, all these new little features and gadgets and all the fancy stuff. Now, today, my co-host is Jenna P. 2005, and we are lucky enough to have Matt, who has made an appearance and got cleaned up and everything, so he can be all professional and everything and show us what this thing can do for us. It's good to see you, Matt. Glad you could join us. And now I'm gonna turn it over to y'all because I'm just here for fluff.
That was one hell of an introduction. Like 3 seconds before we went live, she says, "Is there anything special I need to say? Or am I doing my normal thing?" And she just winged it. Wung it? Merle, did she wing it or wung it?
I worked in the prison department for 30 years. I'm good at winging it.
So Jenna, what's going on today? What's on your list?
So first thing on the agenda is we have some new Fishfam.Link commands that you've been working on.
We do.
What are they? Where are they?
You know what? Maybe I should share my screen. Let me get rid of this guy because nobody wants to see him.
And my computer's coming to life slowly.
Found out you had internet.
Yeah, even though I'm on internet, but it said it wasn't there. I must have mystery internet.
We don't want to share audio. Hey, look at it's that weird looking guy.
Maybe it's one of those bugs I have in the house.
You have bugs?
But all these AIs and everything everywhere.
You have Myrtle in your house?
Myrtle was here, yes, earlier today.
Okay.
That's why y'all haven't seen him.
He was missing.
He had to come study, for his testing and everything.
I'm trying to get him to change to majors. He's only got one semester left. I think now's the perfect time to do that.
And Myrtle, sorry if I wasn't supposed to share that, but I'm just messing y'all.
So is that sharing my tab? Oh yeah, it's down below.
Yes.
Jenna will have to put it up because I'm not logged in as anybody important anymore. Oh, look at she's all rearranging. So anybody that's never been there, the website's Fishfam.Link. And the first thing I'm going to point out, I was trying to read something, but it flew by, is at the bottom of every page, and we won't do it from this page because, that can get a little dicey, right, Myrtle? At the bottom of every page is an FAQ. And this is never really updated, but right now it's pretty up to date. And this is one of the FAQs. I keep seeing Fishfam.Link talking chat. Is it a bot? So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but it's got all the different commands that Fishfam.Link can do. And let's see, we're about 6 minutes in, so Fishfam.Link's probably in here by now. But the most important thing is it's technically not a bot because it can respond to some commands like a bot does, but it's not just running autonomously and taking over the streams and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, it is, but it isn't. Jenna has access to it. Dee Dee has access to it. Neville has access to it. Myrtle has access to it.
Zen probably has access.
Yeah, Zen does. I don't think Geek Boy does because, it doesn't like him very well. There's other FAQs in here as well that might answer some questions, or if you think there's something that needs to go in there, you can send a message to hello@fishfam.link. And that's true for anything that I talk about today. I just mentioned this a couple hours ago. Yeah, that is that. And I've mentioned this before on streams. Everything that Fishfam.Link, the website or the user account does is just stuff that I've come up with over time and make it do. Um, so if there's something you think it should do, or you'd like it to do, or you think it should change or be different or whatever, just let us know. And, as long as that's the hello at Fishfam.Link, you'll actually get an answer. If you email me, you'll probably just sit in my inbox until somebody might get bored. So anyway, some of the things it can do, most of the stuff you can find at the website too, but like it'll tell you about current birthdays or upcoming birthdays, events, the same thing. People are almost to 1,000 subs. Some stuff that's really fun is it can do giveaways in the chat without having to go to a website, without having to do any of that stuff. So if you're a really basic user that doesn't want to do all that stuff, you can just use the commands. And I realize some of the commands are weird, and I'm trying to
streamline them.
Well, when people make the same mistake over and over, I add that in as an alternate command. But some of the stuff overlaps, so I can't really. It just depends. And like I turned off the hellos completely for it right now, just because that was really the only complaint I got. So, but back to the giveaway thing. So, like, let's say you don't. You know what? Let's say you have all things Fish's computer, and you don't want to share your screen and do the wheel because your computer is so slow that it's going to mess it up. You could just type it. You can tell everybody in chat to type #wheel, and then whenever you decide, a minute, 5 minutes, an hour, you can ask Fishfam.Link to pick a random person that said wheel. Yes, select pet, and I added it. You can also just tell it to randomly pick somebody in chat, which is something I'm going to add to the website as well, so that you don't have to just, if you've participated in chat, you're entered to win in the giveaway. It can also pick a number for you. It can tell you terrible haikus and jokes and knock-knocks and fun facts and riddles. And those all really suck. It has alternate responses. So if it's a mod in the channel, it can tell a bit more, like usually with a link, than if it's not. The only command that is really mod restricted right now, and it's mod restricted because it has to share a link, and that is the whois command. Yeah, I was just making sure that I said that right. But it can tell you who's live, who's next, or like Geek Boy typed a little bit ago, it can tell you the first person. Let's say there's an argument in chat about who got something first, like in What the Fish, or in Pixel Fish, or as I like to call it, Myrtle Fish. Then you can ask Fishfam.Link to tell you, because it's not telling you what it thinks, it's telling you what Google says. So it pulls the information directly from Google down to the microsecond. It's 16 digits of seconds. So I think it's microseconds. But anyway, it can tell you about Fishcord and Discord. If you don't know what that is, you should definitely be there anyway. There's lots of people there chatting and doing things, talking about fish and events, and talking about Fat Kitty. Sorry, Coral, it cannot do that.
So one of the things that it looks like you've noticed is that if someone is typing a command to Fishfam.Link in top chat, it doesn't seem to pick it up.
Right. So as we all know, top chat, live chat, I never change to live chat. I just don't. So when Google tries to decide what needs to go in live chat and top chat, if the person typing the message is a mod, it will always be in both. It won't matter. So if you mod Fishfam.Link on your channel, the chances of it working better is much better. It's not a requirement, and I realize some people that won't appeal to, but I can promise you that Fishfam.Link will never do any moderator stuff in your channel, at least not on purpose. Because Fishfam is about the community. It's not about who likes who and who's. It's just about sharing stuff for the community with the community. So, and there was something else I was going to say, but it's gone. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is if you don't want Fishfam.Link in your channel, that's okay. I won't be upset about that. You can send a message. You can do it yourself, but you can send us a message and let us know. I can turn it off. That's not a problem. There are a few channels where Fishfam.Link has been banned in, so it's turned off on those channels. And my dog is right here, and he's trying to get belly rubs, and he's about to knock some stuff over. So that's fine too. It's not going to change your status at the website or showing your streams or any of that stuff. It's fine. I do plan to. Right now, it's just a yes or no. It can interact in my channel or not. But I do plan to allow you options like I don't want it telling jokes. I don't want it doing this and that. And I want to add some cooldown periods, because think about it like this. What's the busy channels? Aquarium Co-op, Dance Fish, KG Tropicals. We don't want it interfering with normal chat either. Now, Fishfam.Link will only send a message every 10 seconds. But, yeah, so don't be afraid that you're going to be, that I'm going to be mad or anybody's going to be mad if you want off the website, or if you want on the website, or you don't want Fishfam.Link chatting, or you do, or whatever. It's fine. It's completely fine. Yeah, that's what I had to say about the commands. Oh, and just like anything else that it can do, like the giveaway tool and the live stream notifications, like that all requires some back-end processes, which Geek Boy seems to break all the time. So if you notice it not working, and it's at least 5 minutes in the chat, you can send an email to me. But I'm trying to find some ways for it to self-monitor itself. But like the last thing I did really broke it. It would just shut down. Because what I wanted to be able to do is, in this same thing, is let's say Matt's not in chat and something, it is repeating itself or whatever. I wanted moderators to be able to get it to go away without banning it. So, yeah. Feedback, suggestions, all that good stuff. So I promised somebody that I would do something, and I never did it. So instead, I'm going to do it live. So I generally try to. Can I please use the wheel tomorrow on my show? You don't have to ask. The wheel is available to everyone. So I'm just going to do this live because it's that awesome, and I think everybody that has plecos should give these a try. So this is called an Easy Cave, EasyCave. It's a company out of Australia. Yep. And what they've done is they've completely reinvented. Hold on a second. The Pleco Cave. And ever since I first seen this thing, I was like, holy crap. I want that. But for this 2-tiered 6, whoops, now that one's come up. For 6 caves, it's $100. And I'm like, I'm too cheap for that. I spend $19 and I get a bunch of water spikes and I glue them all together or whatever I do that never work out the way that it should. But I finally bought some of these, and I bought some from KJE. And if somebody wants to share the link to that, I would greatly appreciate it. So anyway, I bought it and I opened it up. My first thought was, even though this is plastic of some type, it seems very cave-like, like cement-like. It's not cement. It doesn't feel like cement, but it's got a very similar consistency. I have no doubt you could drop this and it's not going to break. Now, I can't say the same thing about the little plastic strips. I'll show you in a second that they ride on. These are kind of fragile, but you don't generally ever interact with these things. So, anyway, then I get this thing, and I'm impressed with the feel of it and the color. And then I have tons of types of plecos. I try to breed them. None of them breed. And my bushy nose that breed that could make some money, some lemon blue eyes, they eat their eggs. So the only way I can get their eggs is if I catch it when they kick them out of the cave, because there is no way in a normal cave or in a water spike to get in there and beat up this thing. It might come out. But this, the back end comes off. Hold on, I'll figure this out. The back end comes off, goes on. So here's what I was talking about, this little plastic thing. You can buy these individually, or you can buy mix sets. You can buy more of the shelves and whatever. These all clipped together. I was gonna make this whole video and put this thing in my thing. I've had it over a month and I still haven't done that, so that's why I'm just talking about it. These things, they slide onto these rails, and these rails is what I said is kind of fragile, but only when you put them together. After they're together, it's not. Hey, I didn't break it. After they're together, they're not fragile anymore. But it's just the little, I don't know what you want to call them. It's got these itty bitty little tabs that go into this plastic piece. That's what I'm saying is fragile. So anyway, you just slide in that rail, and then you put this into your tank, and you do your pleco thing. And like I said, you can buy these individually or as a set like I did. And I wish I would have spent this $100 a lot sooner, because this thing is awesome. And eventually it's going to go in my tank, and I'm going to be even more happy with it. So anyway, what I'm going to do. Hey,
You laugh.
what are you laughing about? What happened?
Oh, Lord.
So, did somebody share Keith's link?
Yes, Myrtle posted the link.
Thanks, Myrtle. What I want to do is I want to give away a $100 gift certificate to KJE Aquatics. He's probably going to get mad at me. It's not sponsored. He didn't give it. He didn't pay for it. He didn't nothing. Just want to give it away. So we're gonna, while we have this thing up, we're gonna go ahead and do a giveaway and see if I can figure out how to do this. Oh, here's something new. Last week I added this little announcing stream. Before, when you created a giveaway, it would announce it in stream, but Shelby didn't like that because she liked to surprise people with giveaways. I love more and for a longer time. Anyway, so if you change this from on to off, it won't. Fishfam.Link won't say it in chat if that a giveaway was created. That way, the host can announce it themselves when they're ready to.
Yeah, it ruins our mystery.
And yes, that's something I wanted to mention today, and that is that I realize not everybody is in the position to always support people, but it's also really important to support those in the community, whether you buy a shirt like this or you eat fish food and you like Dr. Bass fish, so you buy that from Keith, or you like Extreme and you buy it from the co-op, or you buy Extreme from KG Tropicals. Maybe you like Ceche products, so you do that at KG Tropicals. Whatever the site is or whatever the product is, you can almost for sure find it in the Fish Fam. There are some exceptions, and it is what it is. So, meow, meow, meow. So it is nice to give super chats and all that to monetize channels. But I still fat kitty. Don't tell her.
No Christmas outfit. That's kind of lame.
Supporting their businesses is gonna help them much more than super chat ever will.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And like I said, it's not just Keith, it's not just KG or Garden of Eater or whatever. There's plenty of other people out there that do stuff that we never talk about. Yeah. Lots of them. And none of them are coming to my mind right now. So there's that. I did want to do one thing real quick while people are entering on the giveaway. Mm-hmm. And that is to thank all of our Patreons out loud, and hopefully I know all these people by name, which I can already hope I don't, because we have a new one.
Did you want to put the email in private chat, and I can tell you if I know?
Well, I'm sure there's going to be other ones, so
okay.
I'll just say. Well, the one his name is Ian. He's in the UK. I've seen him around, but I don't know for sure what his name is. Then there's Jason. I know who that is.
Does the last name start with an H?
It does.
Then it's YFI.
Yeah, there you go. Wi-Fi. All things fish.
Jenna knows stuff. You should know that.
Yeah. Why are we all always yelling? Sam, Coral Works, Laura, which I think is LJ, Shrimp.
Yes. Her name is Laura.
Yeah. And this one I don't know. Kevin, last name starts with an M.
Yeah, I think that's just his YouTube name. He's the one that came from Keith.
That's right. We figured that out, didn't we? Party Penguin, Richard Reynolds, Benjamin Peters, Jeff Kane, Wet Plants and Pals, Jenna P. I don't know who that is. Myrtle.
Stranger.
Scotty. And then the other Scotty, Fantastic Freaks. What in the heck? Something is. Oh, I see what I did. Aaron Von Yunzer, Crypt Keeper. What is happening here? This listed. Oh man! Now I clicked the button. Oh well. Well, Myrtle, I said that one. Baron Von Yunzer, Crypt Keeper, New Local Austin, Chris George, PNW Aqua, Skull Aquatics, Heather, Aquarium Daily, Aquaria Life, Mike B, Michael A, Zen Ginger, Gina's Reef, KJE, Foxy's Fishes, Maria Z, Scotty, I already said him, Sarah J. Sieber, Chattanooga Ed, Brickley Bell, Metalheads, Peplin Creek, Only Oscars, Ian Atkins, Tom Schick.
Yes.
Kelly Foreman, Jennifer Weaver, who also is the #1 user of Fishfam.Link, Eric Wyrock, Vinay, Daniel Velez, Eduardo, Gate Boy, Stephen P, and S. So all those people, as well as some others, those are active ones. And some of those have been active from the beginning. And I did read a couple of inactive ones. And that's because shit happens. But all of those people, including the inactive ones, which you can find a link of everybody that first supported at Fishfam.Link under the news, they're what has made all of this happen. So without people supporting it, I wouldn't be able to do things like give super chats or support events or build on the website or pay the fees to have BD and Annette and Jenna appear all the time. They're expensive ladies. Wait a minute. We'll keep going.
Better than being called cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I did mention that.
Yeah. See,
Anyway, so
I've never been called cheap.
being a Patreon does help. Buying badges helps. Other merch helps. Just being in this chat today helps. Using the website helps. All that stuff helps. So I appreciate it. And now we're going to do a drawing to see. This is your last call to see how many entries we got on the wheel for $100 to KJE. And what I will do, I'm going to say this. This is going to sound rude. Don't spend $98.10 because that's shitty. Try to spend, and if you can't, that's fine too, but try to spend just a little bit more than what you were gifted, especially if that gift is coming directly from the store. And obviously, if they're not willing to lose, they shouldn't give the gift in the first place, but show your appreciation and give just, a little bit more if you can. If somebody gives you $100, spend $110, whatever. But if you can't, you can't, and nobody's going to judge you. I'm just saying that it's nice to be nice.
Maybe
All right.
me and Didi are going to judge them.
I'm sorry.
Well, all things fish will judge you. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's spin this. Got 35 people. No more entries for this, and I will work with Keith to get you the money. Or, yeah, whichever it is. I'll refresh one more time because I was talking more. 36 entries. All right, let's spin it.
Good luck.
Sorry. I used my tab.
Well, you have to sing what song it was.
I'm not Steven. I have zero talent.
Oh, you've seen our videos. I don't have talent either.
I disagree. So, Tess, if you email hello@fishfam.link, and I'll ensure it's the right Tess. And I will work with Keith and get you $100. And like I said, if you can't spend more than $100, then don't. I mean, I'm not asking anybody to put themselves in an issue. If you won something, it shouldn't cost you anything. I'm saying if you can, consider it. All right. Now, I heard. What's the next thing on your list, Jenna? Do you have something else on your list?
Yeah. The next thing was, what are some things you've been working on recently besides the commands? Because I think it's important that people know that you didn't throw up this website and just stop. And you were constantly working on it. I know you talked about how some things were broken and you had to fix them. You're monitoring that, but you're also adding new things.
Well, it's hard to say I worked on this and I worked on that because I jump around a lot. I have a whole nother web project that I work on. Well, I mean, I'm constantly adding new things that I find and other people find. Like Zen is often submitting channels to me. And if you follow Fishcord in the Fishfam.Link channel, it now posts when a new site or club or event or whatever is posted. But what is something that I have been working? Well, I created a whole new wheel and giveaway tool, and Steven tried it once and found some issues with it. And I haven't. I need to go listen to his criticism again in that stream. Because the wheel is way better than this one. Like if we were doing on this wheel, if we were doing elimination and this page got closed, we'd have to start all back over. But on the new one, that's not true. I also tried some things the other day to make the timeout less, but it's not working. I don't like Google doesn't have a setting for it. I think it's more like your browser based. But I don't know. So I'm still kind of working on that. I did this, which Myrtle hates. This isn't really new per se, but it's basically just a feed of everything that's happened recently. And if you sit there long enough, it'll load more. But like this will show you anything people type on their community tab, shorts they post, videos they post, and at the very, very top, it shows who's currently live or who's scheduled to be live right now, same as the live page does. And then I'm messing with some advertising stuff here. Like this KG Tropicals ad is if you use this link, you actually I think Zen, this one's Zen that benefits. And then I have other ones in here. Let's see. Here's the Dan's Fish one, and I'm pretty sure this benefits Alex. And the Wet Spot, that one benefits Bob. The only reason I mentioned that is I'm just tracking what kind of aquarium co-op, that's Bob. Tracking what I want to eventually be able to sell that kind of stuff so that more money can be made at support doing all this. So it's really just for me. I've had some good response from it. I've talked to some people, and I can see that people are clicking on it, but I know from talking to some people that people are actually buying. So that's a benefit to vendors. That's something really that affects the everyday. What is something I've been working on? I've been taking lots of naps.
Now, SelectPat is asking if the desktop site has more options than the mobile.
They're identical. Nothing works one way and not the other way. It's just the little hamburger. You have to use a little hamburger menu on mobile. I know something I did recently. I don't know if I want to click this or not. I'm nervous. This is a Patreon feature, but it's something that I this was really messy. Like when you went through these, it was hard to keep up with where you were at.
And hi to everybody that's come in. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't say hi to anybody.
I don't think I did that at the beginning either. Sorry.
I
was literally running in from having a dental appointment that took an hour and a half longer than what it was supposed to. Like I got here.
I'm pretty sure that's why we're paying Annette to tell us to say hi to everyone. I mean, why else is she making all that money?
Well, I mean, you can show people how to use the participants list.
Oops, I just clicked away. So the participants list is technically a Patreon feature, but I've had some people tell me it works for them, which is odd to me. But one thing you can do is what I just did there from the live page. You can click on the little humans here. Oh, that's not the right stream. I was like, something's not right here. You can click on the little human peoples there. And you can see that 60 people have participated in this stream. And this is actually really handy because let's see, if I go over right now to YouTube to look at the participants list, it's showing me, I don't know, 15 people.
Cool.
Yeah, because it only shows who's been chatting in the past X amount of minutes.
Right. And not only does it show you that, but let's say that Matt comes in here with a fake account and pretends to be Myrtle. You can find out for instance, Tess won, right? So if Tess emails me it says she won and it's not her, there's ways that I don't want to tell all the secrets, but I can go here to see if it's actually Tessa's account. But there's other things that I want to say because people could figure out how to fake that kind of stuff. But in simple, you can track accounts that were on on your stream and find out if it's who really said they are. If I clicked on Myrtle, it didn't take me to a whole bunch of Myrtle music, and I know that wasn't really Myrtle that was in there. What else we have here?
Well, I noticed that last night Bentley had people take pictures of the top of the right of their screen.
Yeah.
And that way you can verify, because I could say, hey, I'm so-and-so, and I won, $100 gift card. And I wasn't even there, but I beat somebody to the punch.
Right, but it's really kind of difficult. That works, and it works good, but it's not foolproof. That's all I'm saying. But it's better than nothing at all. Now, Granted, most of us don't get the kind of people, the number of people in our streams that Bentley gets. So, he's definitely got to have some method to protect it. I didn't win nothing. I never win anything on any freaking wheel, or I just don't win.
I know. I've been tracking.
I know. Yeah.
Did you want to go over what the other patron items are in case people didn't know those?
Well, here, it shows you right here. You can find out channel statistics. You can pull chat search. It's supposed to be for the last 30 days, but apparently I didn't purge it at the beginning of December. Participants, last seen. This is something that some people say is creepy, but I don't think it's creepy. Of course, I'm kind of creepy, but I can say, you can do this in chat too. Anybody can do this in chat. Where is Jenna P 2005? Chat will tell you, but you can also do it here. Whoops. Which gives you way more information. Like,
I'm logged into Fishfam.Link, so I've said nothing in here under my name.
The Patreon version will give you their DNA, their blood type, the last four of their social, the whole thing. No, but Jenna P last talked in Ricostan. But anyway, what I was saying is some people say, oh, this is creepy. Well, this is all logged anyway by YouTube. This is not something secret or hacky or, like this green screen, this is all, I'm no hacker. This is an illusion. So, it's the only exception to that would be people who make their streams right afterward. But even those you can get, depending on how popular they are, those streams are out there. And the video is out there and the chats are out there. So it's not like, but I have to remove them if people ask anyway. So one of the things I agree to with Mr. Google. So there's that. But most of the stuff I've been doing is just trying to fix errors that I find in the background. Like there are a ton. You can't see my screen, right?
No.
That's it. That's good. The reason I'm logging into site right now, so that I can, not the website, but like the server. Like right now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 processes happening in the background to keep Fishfam.Link up to date, like the live status, the notifications, the chat logging, all of that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening in the background all the time. So I am working in the background to make those processes less resource intensive. And Geek Boy, I'm not dumb. Less resource intensive and less system demanding and all that good stuff. let's talk about the main reason that we're doing this stream today.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell a little story, and you're going to want to stay around for the whole story. So I'm lazy. Like a year and a half ago, I bought this phone. But when I bought this phone, I actually bought this phone, which is brand new and still in the box. Well, now it's not, but you get the point. It's still got all the sticky stuff on it. And I opened it up, and I'm like, they sent me the wrong damn phone. But they didn't. I ordered the wrong phone. So then I ordered the right phone, and I'm like, oh, I need to send that back. 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 I never did it. And then I'm like, that's fine. I can sell it for more local, like on Facebook Marketplace. So I put it up there, and I did nothing but get stupid offers all the time because people are ridiculous. Anyway, one day I was complaining to Jenna and Annette. What the hell was that? My Alexa talks to me when there's stuff that happens at my mother-in-law's, and I don't know if that was important or not. Person detected at the lights. It might just be a delivery person. Okay. Anyway, and then like a few days later. Oh, so what I was asking $500, I think, at the time. And somebody offered me like, I don't remember. It was stupid. And I'm like, I'd rather throw the damn thing away. And then a couple days later, yeah, that's not going to work. Right? A couple days later, I get a PayPal for what I told these girls, the minimum, I'll just tell you, for $450. I said, that's the least I would take for this. I'd rather throw it away. So what happened, and when I say girls, it's not just Jenna and Annette and Dee Dee. There's other people involved. I don't know who they are, but it's definitely the Fishfam.Link team. They bought this phone. This was what, June, July? It's been a while ago.
Yeah.
And so we're going to give it away. And we decided we would give it away at Christmas. So it's still just sitting. It might even be dead. I had charged it up when they bought it just to make sure that it still worked. Oh, yeah, it's definitely dead.
Yeah, that battery won't last 5 months.
Yeah, it's definitely dead, but it works. What it is, it's a son of a bitch. It's Samsung Galaxy S22 Black or Phantom, I think they call it. 256 gigabyte. I think that's right.
And by dead, you mean not charged.
Oh, yeah. It's just not charged. Do I have any? Oh, I do have a cable here. Oh, no, that's not the right kind of cable because that's a.
You got to have that roundy one.
It probably has the charging cable in the box. I could plug it in. It works. I promise it works. I have no doubt that it works. And somewhere around here, I have screen protectors for it too, but I couldn't find those, so you're probably not getting those. So if you enter #phone.
This is unlocked, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah, it's an unlocked phone. I was going to log into my Amazon, but I'm not even on my normal computer today. Hold on. I'm going to find the link I'm going to let these girls talk to you while I get the link, and then I will share the link in the page. I had this all ready months ago when I thought we were doing this, and then we decided to do it later.
People are awfully presumptive about that hashtag.
Yeah. What if we change it on them?
Didn't I say #phone or something?
Did you?
Yeah, I think I said
I think
hashtag.
we did. Okay. But Geek Boys right said #dead phone. Now Tony has a S22, and it's a really, really nice phone.
Yeah.
I wanted the plus. That's the only reason. I just wanted to. I'm blind. I'm old. I don't. Anyway, that's the only reason I didn't keep it. Is I wanted one that was a little bigger screen.
It's the same phone that Steven has, and he uses that for all of his filming for his videos. I think he picked that phone specifically because of the camera.
Yeah, they have what, 4 or 5 different little camera thingies. I have the next version up because it had the cool little writing pen.
Oh, the what do they call that one now? Because that's what I used to get, but then I stopped because I don't like the
Ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Ultra. And I do use that thing a lot. Did you know you can change YouTube videos with the pen?
Okay, this is the phone, and then I'll also bring it up on my screen, and I will share this tab. Okay, so it's a Samsung Galaxy S22 cell phone, factory unlocked. Sells for $720 new or used for $443, and technically it is used, but it's not. Mine is the Phantom Black, 256 gig. I think this should answer most of the questions people have for it.
Now, the carrier thing, I don't understand that. I
Basically,
know
when you
back
buy
in the day, I'd buy phones from Straight Talk, and they were pre-programmed with certain carriers.
when you get a phone from a carrier like Verizon or AT&T, they can lock that phone so it can only be used on their network.
Oh, okay.
But if
their
it's
network,
unlocked,
now keep in mind that Verizon has the Verizon network, but there's like 10 resellers that use the Verizon network. So even if it's locked to Verizon, you could still use it. And I'm not answering those questions. I'm telling you, this phone is carrier unlocked. This is the one. If you have any questions about what bands or any of that, and you want to win it, do a hashtag phone. And that's what I'm saying.
I never knew what lock meant this whole time. I thought it was so you couldn't get in it to use it, like a lock on the door.
Dee Dee's like, unlocked? I don't even put a pin.
Yeah, I was like, I got a key.
So that's what has been so hush-hush about today's stream, because it's not that we don't want anybody to win. It's that we don't want somebody that's never participated in a Fishfam stream or video, and then all of a sudden they show up to this stream and win it. They would win. That's what happens. But we wanted to limit the possibility of that happening. If that makes any sense. Oh, you're fine, Stewie. It's not time. We got about 10 or 15 minutes. See, I usually take the dogs for a walk at 4, and it's now. I usually take the walks for a walk between 4:30 and 5:30. It's now 5:50. I just looked at the clock and seen that it was 5:50, and I freaked out a little bit. I had a little bit of a panic attack. So the main takeaways from today are: if you have feedback, you need to get. Oh man, my video is all screwed up. I must have bounced the heck out of my desk. If you have feedback, you need to provide it. If there's something you would like to see changed, you should request it or added. Same thing. If you have the ability to support Fishfam.Link as a Patreon, you should. If you're in the market for some Pleco caves, you should check out the Easy Caves. As far as I know, Keith is still the only U.S. seller of those, so that's convenient. He shipped mine. The Postal Service loved them so much that they held on to them for a few extra days in Minneapolis, I think it was. You know how they moved through the network. Hi, handsome boy. Hi. This is why I took you potty before I stream. Yeah, you understand now. Yeah, you do. It just look like I'm talking to myself. It sure does. So did I miss anything important?
I don't think so. Did any mods ever drop the link to become a patron?
Well, if they didn't, they're fired.
Off the payroll.
No more big money, big money.
Here's a feedback question from John.
I kind of had this conversation with Keith because Keith's really good about sending the events to add. And I stopped adding events as pages because unless it's a big event, if it's a yearly event, that's fine. It deserves a page. But if it's a monthly or quarterly auction event, it really needs to be listed separately. And I'm not sure how to do that and have it be the same experience. Yeah. So, but what he's talking about is if you go to events right now, it shows all the past ones under the current ones. And there's a reason I do that. I don't like it either, but I was kind of talking to the girls about this before stream. It's amazing the kinds of things that brings traffic to Fishfam.Link. Because believe it or not, the people in this chat, even if all of you, use the site every day, it would not make having and putting all the work into the site worth it. Does that make sense? And honestly, like, it doesn't get enough use overall, in my opinion. But there's certain things that I do that make it very popular to the masses. And yeah. And the reason I don't think every page or every event needs a page is because there's a ton of things in the pages that don't apply to events, and it makes it really messy. Yeah, so there's that. She's laughing at me. I don't like this. Steven, I feel your pain now.
Do you see Geek's comment?
Well, he's definitely not worth it.
So it was asked, how can someone sponsor or donate to a future Fishfam.Link giveaway? So every month we do a giveaway of usually at least $100 worth of something, a shopping spree with a guest shopper. And if you would like to sponsor one, email hello@fishfam.link and get in contact with us and tell us what you would like, and we will work with you to get that scheduled.
Now, are you still taking news articles?
Yeah, I'm not personally seeking them out. I mean, I want the site to be full of news. I want news there, but there's only, like, there was a time that I think I watched every live stream, every video that came out, just trying to collect data for the website. But that's what I want the community to be doing, because somebody is already watching every one of these videos and lives, and they should be saying, hey, this really should be on the website, or this should be an event, or this should be a news article. And actually, I worked on this a little bit, but I stopped because I didn't want people abusing it. The one thing I was going to do that I think it works, but shoot. Anyway, was basically telling Fishfam.Link to notify or to mark something or to remember something so that it would send me a link to that video at that time, and then I could review it later, the chat and the video, to see what it was that was being marked. But I was afraid people like Sam would keep me freaking busy by telling Fishfam.Link all day long to talk about Zen's gas problems.
Oh yeah, now they get going off the chain. But what I suggested to Keith was write a news article about his events, and that way it could get broadcasted that way. Um,
Are you a good writer, Keith?
I don't know.
He
if
writes
he's really good
articles
or
on
not.
his site.
He
There's
did an
gotta be
excellent PowerPoint presentation. It was like, I don't know if Keith did this or not because he says he's dumb, but I don't think so.
Keith sent me an article that he posted on his website.
You know, well, some of you know what I was doing with Keith's website over the last few days, but there's a lot of articles on there.
There's a lot of what?
Articles, blog posts, or articles, or info posts, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, I have read them. Oh, he uses Chat GPT. Well, he's smart enough to know to do that. We'll give him that.
Well,
You know, hey, use what you got.
So you won't get this by Christmas, but what I'll do is well, I suppose there's a small possibility you'd get it by Christmas. But what I will do is I will give it a small charge to make sure it still turns on before I ship it out. And then I'll ship it out.
and is this international eligible? Like if an international person wins?
I will ship it international, but you might get charged import fees. The label will be very nondescript, but will not be illegal. So that's up to you to know if it will work for you, and that you may have to pay an import fee.
Will you put a battery sticker on the box?
Well, it has a battery in it. So I don't know how that works because I'm pretty sure if the battery is not more than 50% charged, it doesn't matter. But I don't know how that works. And we're going to do a drawing really, really quick.
More people have entered since you pulled up the wheel.
Craig says you can't send batteries at all. I don't know.
You can. But, to Australia? Is that what he's talking about?
Maybe.
46 entries. And I'm going to be nice and read through these names real quick.
And Rocky and Miles wants to know what it's for.
It's for a Samsung Galaxy S22 unlocked black 256 gig cell phone. I'm going to read through these just to make sure that you're entered if you think you are. So we have ABS, Adam, Andy, Barbara, Benjamin, Beta, Big Steve, Bionic, Bob, Berkeley Bell, Chattanooga Ed, Chew, Craig's Catfish Cave, Crayfish Empire, Crown Tell Half Moon, David On, Jimmy P with the weird disease, Fish and Outdoors, Fish Frenzy, Foxy's Fishes, Geek Boy, John Jensen, John McKenzie, Kalish Keith, Coral Works, Lake to Land, Linda Worth, Mystery Snail, Guardians, Nate the Shrimp Nut, Night Owl, Oink Master, Peplin Creek, Professor Fish Tanks, Renee the Queer, Saints Dust Aquarium, Sarah J. Sieber, Scotty the Fish Freak, Select Pets, Getting Known as Shark with Amateur School, Aquatics, The Nano Aquarium Guy, The Zen Ginger, Thomas Hughes, Why Are We Always Yelling, Window Looker number 5, 4747, no changes. Are you ready? Here we go.
Cool.
Do Baby Shark. Damn. It was Baby Shark, and it's Craig.
Oh, Lord.
Craig, email me. Because.
Oh, Craig says he's going to gift it. Does he want to say who? Or does he want to email you?
It's up to him. He can say who and then email me or whatever he wants to do.
What if he gifts it to Belinda?
Well, then that's just silly.
Oh, Lord. That's funny.
And just so y'all know, He's going to ship to Southern New Zealand. No, that's harder to ship to than Australia. I don't remember what I was going to say, so it's not important. Keith, as in KJE, Keith? Jeez, no way. That guy was the winner.
Oh, that's sweet, Craig.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody coming today because you had no idea there was any giveaways. And so that's awesome. And then also, I want to make sure you all know that Jenna and Annette do a ton of stuff for Fishfam.Link. A ton of stuff. And then, of course, Stephen does, Zen does, Myrtle does. But
Dee Dee.
Oh, and Dee Dee. I always forget Dee Dee. Even in our chat, when I'm talking to her, I always forget Dee Dee. But she knows it.
Nobody sees me anymore.
I'm looking right at you now, and I still did not say your name. I mean,
Yeah,
how
I'm looking
terrible.
up at you too.
I'm a terrible person.
50% of my job on Fishfam.Link is saying and Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just because I'm so sneaky they don't realize I'm there half the time.
That definitely could be it. So I can't do it without these guys, and I can't do it without your support as a Patreon or, using the site, talking about the site, talking about all the good stuff, providing feedback. So you've probably seen in the last few months, and in the future you'll continue to see it when it's just the girls on stream. There's a little message about donating to the tip jar. I didn't do it today because I wouldn't be able to keep track of it and thank people, but any tips during their live streams go to them. Granted, they usually hold that and use it to fund future stuff, but that's on them. Whatever they want to do with that money is it's theirs. I don't take it. I don't take a percentage of it. I still pay taxes on it as if it was my money. So anyway, keep that in mind. And have a good day. I'm going to go take my dogs for a walk.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks for coming. Thanks, Craig. And Tess for winning today and not letting people
Well, all of them are winners because they're here.
well, anybody that gets CDD is a winner.
Yeah.
Kind of a terrible person. I forgot DD when I'm talking. All right. Screen to screen. All right. Quickly end live, Jenna. Quick.